It's beer and food o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. We got two different supermarkets today in a bit of a mishmash. I went to Lidl and I picked up the 10 box of beers for the Oktoberfest for £25, and then I picked up some food to go with it. These are the chicken strips with pretzel coating and lingonberry dip. Now I probably fully understand that this is just something westernized. This is kind of like America / British foods that's been kind of like shoehorned into German culture with the pretzel sprinkled on top of the chicken strips. Totally understand that. They were £2.49, 300 grams of chicken strips. The reason I picked them up is it's part of the Alpen Fest, and it's a little bit of fun, isn't it? It's a little bit of fun. I then, a week later, went to Aldi, where they had their own Oktoberfest, and I picked up some of this stuff. Now this is, for me, on a personal level, apart from the Picantus, which is very, very good from Erdinger, this is a very, very good Erdinger beer. This is the Erdinger Oktoberfest Weißbräu. It's 5.7% ABV. And yeah, I just think it's a cracking beer. This, I've had it every time I see it in the shops. I order it every year because it's probably what Erdinger Weißbräu used to be before they dropped the ABV down and before they made it very watery. This one being 5.7% ABV, it is fantastic. It really is. So, you've all heard of Erdinger. You can buy it in every single major supermarket. If you go to Aldi, please pick some of that up. It's very, very good. If you're a fan of Erdinger, you'll love that. I have plugged the air fryer in. These were £2.49, these chicken strip things. The beer worked out. Oh, there's not too many of these in here. The beer worked out at about £2.50. No, sorry, no, it was £2. £2 a bottle for the Erdinger beer. I'm just going to use two of these. Oh, look at these pretzel covered chicken strips. I'm just going to use two of these. I'll put these in back in the freezer. The kids will demolish these in the next few days. So these will be done, I reckon, in about 15 minutes time. Get them in. 15 minutes on the clock. I'll be back with the beer. I'll pour the beer. We'll eat some of the pretzel covered chicken strips. Right, these pretzel covered chicken strips are ready. There's a look at them. Just going to put them on this bit of paper. Why not? Forgotten a plate. But while they cool down, I put the lingonberry dip in some warm water to warm up, and let's get the beer out. Now, as I mentioned previously, I have reviewed this beer before. On a personal level, I think this is Erdinger's best Weißbier. It's quite frankly terrific. It's just that kind of little bit of an extra of that ABV. Just getting a, what do we say, 5.7%. It just gives it a little more miles per hour, a little bit more body. I'm almost reviewing the beer before I've even tasted it. This is one of my favourites. Every Oktoberfest I will pick up a few of these Erdingers. So we got a 2 to 3 finger white head. Good levels of carbonation as the beer The carbonation rolls up the glass there. It's a hazy, I'm hesitant to call it straw coloured. I'd say more of a hazy amber coloured beer. Let's get the aroma. Yeah, but there it is. There it is right there. It's like what Erdinger should be. It's supposed to be. It's a better form of itself. It's a better form of the regular Erdinger Weissbier. Banana, clove, peppery, spicy. You can almost smell the mouthfeel. There's some, yeah, the banana, the spices. It smells great. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Lovely, creamy, rich mouthfeel. A little bit of bitterness coming through on the back end. A bit of hops coming through too. Peppery, spicy, banana, clove. Lovely. This is a lovely example of an Erdinger Weissbier. Now, am I picking on the regular Erdinger Weissbier here? It almost sounds like I am. I'll be quite frank with you. If I really fancy a Weissbier and I go to the shop and there's no other Weissbiers on the shelves, then I'll pick up Erdinger. It's my least favourite Weissbier. It's the #1 selling Weissbier in the world. And whenever something becomes the #1 selling of something in the world, there's always a case that it becomes diluted somehow. It's never the same as it was in a previous life. I find Erdinger regular Weissbier quite watery, not much flavour. And I'm not picking on it. I'm not picking on it. It's not really for me. Saying that, if Erdinger ever wanted to go back to producing really good Weissbier, look no further than Erdinger Oktoberfest Weissbier. 5.7% ABV, extra ABV, extra miles per hour. More mouthfeel, more flavour. Exactly what Erdinger Weissbier should be. Right, before they go cold then, let's get into these pretzel covered chicken strips. Let's rip one open first. So, I mean, you all know what chicken looks like. I shouldn't really have to do this, but hey ho. It's some chicken. In some bread, which is essentially what a pretzel is. It's just breadcrumb. It's just a breadcrumb chicken strip. It's all right. Chicken's quite juicy. Chicken's quite tasty. Breadcrumb's quite nice. Let's try this lingonberry dip then. Now, that makes things an awful lot more inviting, interesting, tasty. Yeah, that's more like it. That's quite nice actually, that's quite different. I think different, the word I just used there, is probably the best example of a word to use if you're buying Oktoberfest style food in Lidl. You're only buying it because you want something different, don't you? You don't want to eat boring old breaded chicken strips, do you, from Lidl when you're thinking about Oktoberfest? No doubt, this is an absolute gimmick, and it's kind of the most, I say westernised, I mean more like American, British foods, a chicken strip. I'm pretty sure the Germans eat chicken strips, but I'm pretty sure they don't wrap them in pretzels. I think this is very much an American British idea rather than a German one. But the dip just makes it interesting. I like that. This is quite fruity and lovely. And it somehow lends itself to the beer. I somehow think that this works because it does. So rating then. Again, I'm going to reiterate this. The pretzel covered chicken strips were probably the most gimmicky type of Oktoberfest beer foods available. It almost kind of strikes like it's a bit of a joke. I hope no German people took offence to it. It's Lidl UK. They invented it, not me. I'm just reviewing it. But at the same time, they're quite nice. With that lingonberry dip, they're quite nice. Very bready and lovely. The beer, so the lingonberry pretzel chicken strips, yeah, they're an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, £2.50, can't go wrong. However, the star of the show is this Erdinger Oktoberfest Weißbräu. There's still a little bit in the bottom of my bottle. Very nice. Probably what Erdinger should be in 2023 on its own, without being called Oktoberfest. It's nice, it's strong, it's tasty, it's got a great mouthfeel. Yeah, I like that enough to give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. I hope you liked the video. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.